What are microaggressions? They are indirect, subtle, or unintentional discrimination against members of a marginalized group. This can be on the grounds of sexuality, skin color, religion, race, or ethnicity. They can come from expected sources or completely out of the blue. The main thing about them is to understand that your words can have impact and can hurt others. This video is about that very impact that it has had on some of our students here at PHS. Can you describe one moment in your life where you felt excluded or treated differently than maybe your peer group or people around you?
There was one time where I was walking into school and it was a friend of mine and they were concerned for my brother because they were friends with both my brother and I. And they told me to not act so weird in public, that I might make him start being ostracized too. Like, just because I'm panromantic doesn't mean that I act weird, first off. And second off, they had no concern for me whatsoever. They just were worried about, oh no, because you're weird, it doesn't matter. But for your brother, it does matter because he's not weird. So don't act weird and make him feel ostracized too.
So many of them asked me, like, do you have hair? Do you shower? Do you, like, remove your hijab? Do you, like, it's like, of course I do. Of course, like, I shower. Of course, like, I remove it.
As I came out, I was labeled by many straight guys that we were all the gay people are always out to get them. They want to get in their pants, and none of us are like that.
But for me personally, being a new student here, I've been treated differently because people don't know me. They don't get the chance to try to know me as if I was just a random person in the halls. I wouldn't be, oh, hey, how are you? And I wouldn't be treated like I'm somebody that is accepted in the environment. I wouldn't be included. I'd be excluded from many different situations.
Their dad was talking to them, and he was like, yeah, why don't you go take your lesbian friend Charlotte shopping? Because, she'll show you how to really dress.
After he made that comment, how'd you feel?
I felt kind of taken off guard. It's definitely not something you would expect from an adult. And it's just kind of like really shocking to hear, because you don't expect to hear something like that with the acceptance that we've garnered in the past couple years, couple decades, since it's more recent. But it's overall just really takes you off guard.
Honestly, I think most people don't understand the concept of microaggressions and the consequences of saying things that are hurtful. Like, I never thought that I would fall victim to any nasty words from anyone, and I thought it would be in a completely different form, but it came from an unexpected source. So people need to realize that friends sometimes aren't exactly your friends. And two, they need to realize that what they say has a lot of power. You may not physically slap someone across the face, but your words can do the same amount of harm.
If you had to make a change here or a suggestion to maybe your fellow peers or even your teachers about how they can be more understanding or accepting of people?
There are people at our school that are still terrified to be who they are because our school can be very judgmental at times. So that's another problem that we do have here. It'd be nice if we could change that. Like, we don't all have to be accepting, because I know we do all have different beliefs, and like for Christianity or like your political side or whatever, but I think we're all like the same people, and I feel like we should all just be the same and love each other for who we are.
Have an open mind, have open arms. Make sure that the person in your life that you're gonna start to get to know, make sure that they can actually feel welcome, because even for my friends that were new students, that's even what I did because I was a new student, and that's how I felt. I wanted what most other people want. So if you're a new student or if you're from here, then I would just definitely say to open up and be accepting of no matter who they are. Get to know them. You could definitely learn new things, because I can definitely tell you from the beginning of my sophomore year to the third semester right now of my junior year, I have definitely I have way more friends because they took the time and they actually listened to me, and they not listened to me but made my friends, so it's definitely something good.
I think it's definitely important that we have proper education in all forms of you know, acceptance and what different people can identify as and how different people are just from person to person with all their different experiences, since there's so many things to identify with and there's so many ways people can react and how you can feel about that.
Cool. Yeah.